Good morning, this is Chef Justin with the Café at the Palisades Tennis Club and Côte d'Azur Events and Catering, coming to you live from my kitchen in North Laguna at our La Petite Chateau Verton. This morning I'm going to show you about making our lavender buttermilk pancakes, one of my signature dishes that my family and friends love to have when we're having brunches. Has quite a few ingredients, but it's pretty easy to whip up. We got our 2 cups of flour here, 1/4 cup of sugar, 3 tablespoons of our baking powder, about 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of dried lavender flower. This is one thing where one of the variations that you can grind it up in like a coffee grinder. I actually like to keep the flour kind of whole. So from there you get our dry ingredients kind of nice and mixed up, kind of well together here. Then we're going to add in our 2 eggs, 2 cups of buttermilk. One of the keys about buttermilk that I have when I'm baking is that a lot of my buttermilk is usually kept about a month past its quote-unquote use-by date. It really gets even better for the baking. Then we have 1 tablespoon of vanilla. Just happen to have 1 tablespoon left in this guy. So then we're going to take it and mix it all together. And it's going to come out kind of thick. And once we have it all together, we're going to go ahead and put it on our griddle. Alright, so you can see we went ahead and threw these on our griddle here. Kind of getting it at the right temperature has also always been a challenge of mine. So you want to make sure it's not too hot, yet not too cold, and not too much oil. So it's always a little tricky challenge to get it right at the perfect temperature. Another trick that I like to do too when I'm going to cook my bacon to go along with this is that I do it on a baking sheet in my oven. If you're like me and have a little bit of an older oven, one of the tricks I do to also help get the temperature up quickly is that I put it on broil on high first, and then I'll go ahead after about like 5 minutes or so and switch it over to the right temperature of like 425 or so that I go to put the bacon in to get it all nice and crispy. But you can see here that we have our pancakes going well, and also you can also see how really that it's quite thick, the mix here, so don't be too afraid of it. Hi, and we're back here with our completed brunch here with our lavender buttermilk pancakes, our bacon, our scrambled eggs with the eggs and potato spice blend from the Spice Merchants that has coriander, tarragon, parsley, dried onion, garlic, savory, and then also our roasted potatoes with the fennel, leeks, and red bell peppers, which is one of the other items I'll be showing us later on. We're going to be talking about the corn chowder that I make, because all the leftovers of this I take. One of the keys too when you're roasting the potatoes is that I start off with the red potatoes, salt, pepper, and oil first at about 425 for at least 30 minutes. Then I go and roast it again for about another 15 minutes, and I incorporate the fennel, the leeks, and the red bell peppers so they don't get too burnt, so they're still kind of nice and juicy.